Yes, we are live. Daze in effect, of course. AT here with you.
Cheer.
Joined by, of course, Locc and our special guest for the day, Luvabstract. What's up, brother?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, not a problem. How you been? Introduce yourself for the people out there.
I'm
Tell 'em who you
Luvabstract. I'm a electro pop artist from Akron, Ohio, and yeah, we out here. You feel me?
Akron. We got another Akron person on
Akron,
today.
Ohio, man.
We are live.
Y'all just taking power over me. Where my New York people at, man?
Yo, so you went to Kent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to find some like zips stuff to wear. Couldn't
Right.
find anything. I just wanted to like stun on you, like
Yeah.
try to get the wagon wheel up here real quick.
Yeah. It's not that. It's never that serious.
I'm from Akron, man, so I always got love. We would definitely go hard against Kent, man, if I had to, man.
Definitely.
Loyalty always with Akron, man. But
To Akron.
we would add you another episode of the Daze, man. Another Sunday in effect, dog.
Always, man. The Days always is in effect, of course, whether we have a show or not. And this is the last BSR show, which is crazy.
Legendary.
We need to touch on that a little bit, Locc. How long we been here,
We've
man?
been here for about 2-3 years, man.
Crazy.
Been a minute since about 2014.
Wow.
60 plus shows. Crazy.
Yeah, it's been crazy, man. Y'all been rocking with us through it all, man. So I just want to really just
course.
send out thanks and appreciation to the fans, everybody that's listening, all the listeners, man.
Of course. All
All
the people
respect.
at BSR that helped us throughout
Yes.
the way.
Yes, all the
Everything.
guests that came through and showed love, man.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's what it's about.
really is, man. It really is. But we coming at y'all again strong with one last show on BSR.
Of course. And we're going to kind of recap the days and kind of reintroduce it almost for the people that are just coming into the wave and just finding out about our show, all that type of stuff. So, Locc, hit them with the quote first, and then we'll touch on our discussion portion of the show.
Quote of the day is by one Miss Kristen Armstrong.
Ooh.
And it is this: it's not only moving that creates new starting points.
Okay.
Sometimes all it takes is a subtle shift in perspective, an opening of the mind, an intentional pause and reset, or a new route to start to see new options and new possibilities, man.
Wow.
And again, that's by Kristen Armstrong, man. Perfect demonstration of how to navigate, push through the days. When you hit a bump in the road, man, you might just have to pause, reset,
Of course.
reevaluate your situation in order to move forward. It's not always about moving. It's about moving with intent, man.
For
So,
sure. Luvabstract, what you think about that quote?
Yo, that's actually like resonates a lot with my life.
Facts.
Like every time that I'm at a point in like my career or my personal life where I'm like, I'm like stuck. Literally, I just have to sit down and just be like, what am I like doing? You know what I mean? Instead of just like keep on moving forward and just like kind of grinding and everything, I just literally just stop and just see and just like do a checks and balance of like what I'm doing in life. So yeah, like that really resonates with like my life. So
Facts, man.
And that's
Yeah.
what it's all about. There's not always going to be positive experiences, of
Yeah.
course.
Facts.
That's what stood out about the quote to me. You know what I mean? And that's literally what the Days is. You know what I mean? The Days isn't always the most positive thing,
Yeah.
but it's about overcoming that and kind of seeing it and analyzing it and kind of moving forward from there.
If anything, it's not necessarily more majority negative. It's that you can only focus on the negative because that's what's happening to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? When things are positive, things are happening to you, you don't necessarily focus on them unless they're like, exaggeratedly like amazing. Like you're getting
Right.
a big check
An
or
achievement, yeah.
a big come up somewhere. But in most cases, something minutely bad happens to you. You're gonna notice it. You're gonna focus on it until it's over with. And the Days is gonna make sure that those are constantly going on, man. So you have to find a way in order to navigate through those and see past them to see the goal at hand. You know
And
what I
can
mean?
we talk about how like these negative things aren't necessarily like a negative thing in itself? It's
Yes.
almost like just a wake up call to like the positivity.
Yeah.
Like
True.
a couple years ago, like I lost my grandfather and like
Sorry about that.
completely. Thank you. It was completely like devastating, but like it made me realize I was like, dang, I didn't spend that much time with him, but I still have 3 other grandparents.
Right.
And like that, like literally woke me up to like
This
saying,
is
like,
what I
hey,
can do now,
I
yeah.
can do now. Like I can do this. I can still have like relationship with my 3 other grandparents, with my actual parents and stuff, and my relationships are like stronger because of that.
Yeah.
Which is like awesome. And like even though that's like a dark thing that put me into that, the end result of it was amazing, and
Truly.
like I'm grateful that like I got that out of that experience.
Yeah,
So,
man. I feel like more people should look at things like that because I feel like in almost any negative situation, you can try and find a way to look at your life moving forward in a more positive light. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
just even in a big loss, you understand that at one point you did have that thing, you know what I mean? And even loss of material things or of a family member, you can find a way to value the things that are around you still and move forward with a new sense of identity with those things, you know what I mean? A new sense of connection with that. So awesome, man. That's amazing, dude. That's awesome, dude. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. This is the type of guest we need to have every week.
We out here.
Hey, man. Y'all sleep.
Just trying to conquer the days, just trying to move forward, of course. Just trying to
man.
progress.
Just trying, you know what I'm saying? Just trying.
You know
But
what I mean?
but we're gonna get into some questions real quick. How is okay, so you kind of just touched on this just now. How these experiences,
Yeah, he did.
you know what I mean, just influenced you creatively though? Like I guess in a creative sense, you know, you talked about how they influenced you personally, how they changed your personal relationships with your family, but how have they changed you creatively, you know?
So it's kind of like that mentality's kind of been like a thing my entire life. Like I've always been like, what am I doing wrong? Like what can I do better? The first time I kind of can articulate it was in high school. I was in a speech and debate, and my senior year I was like doing really well, and I got a review back saying that I was running out of breath in my speech, and I was like, how can I fix that? And this is wild, but like I started running on a treadmill doing my speech to like you know, do better, and like through that I like became like the first national qualifier in my high school or whatever.
That's awesome,
but that kind of happened throughout my entire like musical career as well. I released a couple songs as Luvabstract, as like the rapper Luvabstract, and then I was like, what can I do better? And then I looked at like my artwork and I was like, yo, that's like not tight. Maybe like that can help me a little bit more. And then like I just was like, what can I do now? What can I do now? And another milestone, I was like, man, I'm not getting a lot of views. What can I do? And I started emailing a bunch of PR teams, and then one was like, absolutely, we're in. And then that kind of like put me to the next level. And then I was like, what can I do now? And then I started working like with the Wavies and everything, my main producers. And then through that, I got into like a little record deal situation. So literally every single time that like I just stepped back for a second and like reassessed, I actually pinpointed something that like I could change to push me to the next level.
Which is what it's about at the end of the day.
That's amazing, man. That is amazing. And the Wavies, they're from Akron, you said, right?
Yeah, they're from Akron, Ohio. When I was a youngin', they were like really popping in high school and stuff. Like they were signed, they were like touring and everything. Now they're out in LA. They're signed to a publishing deal with Harvey Mason. You guys don't know who he is.
Yeah, I don't know him.
But they work out of Larrabee Studios, which they did like the Pokemon soundtrack. They did Pitch Perfect. Like they're really out there. They just got their first platinum record in South Korea and stuff. So
That's awesome, dude.
yeah.
And you're working with them now on...
Yeah, on like all of my music. 99% of all of my music goes through them in some way, shape, or form. Like they do the final mixing and mastering at the very least.
That's mad dope, dude. Homegrown.
Yeah.
That's what it's about,
up,
right?
man.
Spreading the wealth, spreading it out, spreading
Absolutely.
the links. And we touched on it before the show a little bit. Technology kind of increases those possibilities for the experience itself.
Yeah, man.
You literally said you stepped back, you know what I mean? Found some dude's emailed them, came through, you know what I mean? Making the links with the new technology, adapting, kind of moving forward, using everything that you have at hand, which is what it's about.
Dude, my first PR team, when like I like just started emailing people, they're from Australia.
Wow.
Like without technology, I would have never been able to-
happened.
Man.
Exactly. Like
Respect, man. A lot of people give up at that point, man. They would not go to the length of trying to get a PR team across seas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
To try and push themselves forward. To
Whatever
try and
it
build.
takes.
So, man, respect, bro.
Thank you.
Respect.
Whatever it takes.
Yes.
We're gonna get back into the vibes. Of course, we're gonna play some Luvabstract right now.
Oh,
This one,
snap.
Centerfold,
Hey, my latest single.
the latest single out now. Where can the people find it?
On the internet, everywhere.
Everywhere, streaming everywhere,
Streaming
right?
everywhere. Just
Okay.
Google it.
Google it. Luvabstract, Centerfold, Daze in Effect. Stay tuned. Storytime retwist on the way.
You make me go mental. I crash this rental and smash these windows.